All right, here we are at the Gloucester Marine Railways with a gentleman I met. The last time I met you, you were covered with Vaseline.
Yep, it was about 2 years ago.
You're doing terrible things with that Vaseline.
Slushing the mast.
Slushing the mast. Anybody who wants to know what slushing the mast is, they're going to have to do a search for Jared, the Letty G. You were here, that was for a schooner festival?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're here now aboard the Halie and Matthew, and this is a boat that you took up here and just got back from Haiti on a relief mission. Where, let's talk about your relief mission. Let's talk first about how it all came to be, and then what you had to encounter when you went down there.
All right. Man, it all came to be. We were watching the news, eating breakfast the morning the earthquake happened, and my brother and I and our friend Philip with the schooner Liberty decided to do our part. We were in Miami, Haiti was very close, fill the boat up with supplies and head on down. So that's where it started. We did one trip with Little Liberty, took 10,000 pounds of medical and food supplies down, and it went so well that we ended up with over 40,000 pounds for second trip.
Now, how do you qualify to do something like that? Like, how did you know who to contact, or how did that all go down?
I actually used the internet. I Googled Haiti relief boat.
Really?
And found a couple organizations that had the idea to use boats to take their stuff down to their people. Contacted them. Some said no, and some were very keen on the idea. With a sailboat, obviously it's going to take twice as much time, but the fact that we were going under sail power kind of added to the uniqueness of it. So there were a few organizations that were really keen on the aspect of using a tall ship to do this trip.
Did you have a hard time getting a crew that was willing to go down there?
The first trip was a little difficult. We ended up taking one person from each organization that we represented. So it was a very green crew. None of them had ever sailed before. All of them had been to Haiti previously. So it was a very intense, very interesting group.
Yeah.
Second trip, I had probably about 80 to 90 people apply within the first week of advertising that we were going again.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what's interesting to me. What's interesting to me is because these types of boats, when I think of these types of boats, I think of people coming on them because they feel like it's going to be a vacation. And you know, you're going to go out on this beautiful schooner, and it's going to be this incestuous. You're going to go out, you're going to drink rum, and everybody's screwing, and everybody's, well, not like that, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just it's just a big party on the sea.
Yeah.
And for 80 people to be dying to be able, and you only took 11, right?
We took 12 for the second trip.
Took 12.
Yep.
So you actually had more people signing up than to go to Haiti, where God only knows what you were going to encounter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So take it from there.
It was very similar to Ernest Shackleton. It was no pay, success bleak, hard times, bad food. You know, it was not very good conditions at all. But we had people come from as far as Alaska.
Wow.
So, and it all came out of everyone's own pocket. Myself and my family funded a good part of the trip. Donations came in. But yeah, it was pretty wild. It was all volunteer and not a shortage of them.
Yeah. So you get so the second trip you get down there, and there was I don't know if I want to call it a comedy of errors, but within a 10-hour time frame, why don't you go down the list of things, if anything that could go wrong went wrong?
Yeah, well, it started, we picked the boat up in Key West to go to Miami to fill up with our supplies. The first 10 minutes we were out, blew the exhaust manifold, lost the main engine. Set the sails, going along rather well. The mast wedges broke free in the mainmast, so the main mast started swinging from side to side. That very same moment, our name board ripped off with a wave, grabbed the anchor chain, dumped 250 foot of anchor chain off the side of the boat. So we have anchor chain off, no engine, the mast is loose, the tow line on our 18-foot small boat parted, so the small boat took off. This is all kind of the first 10 hours with the boat.
At this point, how's the crew holding up at this point?
Really well,
Yeah?
really well. Nobody was phased. A couple people were kind of like, well, this isn't a good omen, you know, but...
Was it more of a we're in this together kind of vibe?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
It was all right, let's see how fast we can get this one fixed. You know, no one really stopped for a second. No one had trouble following orders. Just, it went really, really smooth.
Okay.
Really, really smooth.
So then you're heading to Haiti.
Heading to Haiti. We were about 2 days out from Miami, and we broke the bobstay. It's pretty much what supports the entire rig. Under full sail, bobstay parted. So that was the first thing. As that's happening, we realized one of the compartments was flooding with water. The stuffing box on the rudder post had popped free. So we're trying to get that done, take sail in, pump the water out of the aft compartment. It was, again, it was just never ending, never ending, never ending. At one point, I actually turned the boat around and said, we're going home. And just, this is too much. This is too important. We're going to go home. We're going to fix the boat. We'll do this right. I called back home. I called a lot of people from our satellite phone, and everyone encouraged me, fix the boat at sea, lay into the Bahamas or Jamaica, but please carry on with the mission. And I didn't listen to them, and I kept going home. And then a bad weather system came in that forced me to actually turn around. And my crew in that turnaround, by the time we were facing Haiti again, the boat was, they had fixed everything.
Wow.
So they with them, I was able to make the decision to carry on. I felt like they had made things safe enough, and so onward we went. 2 days later, we broke our steering, and had
Now
to go.
you're close. At this point, you're close to Haiti.
12 miles from our destination. 12 miles. And it was tough because we were in a very, very fine window of opportunity where the government was starting to take back over, and the previous way we did things, where we just went in and dropped it off, was out of the picture. We had to go through customs. We had to do our paperwork. So the longer we were out at sea, the harder it was going to be to actually come in.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there. We're gonna do part two is gonna be your experience once you get to Haiti.
All right.